Hey everyone, welcome in this new video. In today's video, I'm gonna make a ranked guide video at how you can climb the infamy ranks. Now, there are many of these guides on YouTube, but personally, there are some more things that you need to watch out for, and people don't really warn you for it. And yeah, that's the bad thing about it. So, what the problem is with rank players is they either play it too much or they play it too less. When you play it too much, you lose infamy. And you need to find a balance in between it. Now, I try that mostly, but I mostly prefer to play casual instead because I don't want you see, I'm very careful with my infamy. I'm very careful with it. Like, when you give me a fleet mate, it has to be around the same gear score as me. Is it lower? I won't take it. Is it higher? I won't take it. And there is a reason why I'm so careful with it. Because I don't want to, go all the way down, you know? I mean, sure, I can play in high levels, but that doesn't really have benefit for me. And people will just take me out in a few seconds, so no. Now, what the thing is with rank players is that sometimes they don't care about their infamy and they just think like, oh, I'm gonna continue playing, but secretly they do care. And if you do care about your infamy and you do take it as a thing, then I suggest to you that you are very careful with it and that you have yourself a play limit. Like, for instance, today I played 3 matches, I lost 2, I won 1. So, is that a sign that I should continue rank? No, that is not a sign I should continue rank, and the reason for that is because I don't want to lose too much infamy. Which makes sense, of course. But some people, they do care about their infamy, but they still continue playing, and then they drop because their accuracy becomes terrible and stuff like that, and that is just very bad. That is very bad, not only for the team, but also for the other people around you, for the people in chat, because of your mood. Let's say it affects everyone. It affects everyone, and that is not good. And that is not what rank is supposed to do with you. I mean, sure, competitive parts are fun in games, especially if they are good, but this is not a good competitive, in my opinion. And the reason this is not a good competitive is because if you have... Okay, let's say that. I will change the ranking system of Rovio completely. And the reason I will change it is simply because, yeah, it's just messed up. I mean, look at it. You do top damage, okay? You carry your team, yet you still lose 24 infamy. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't, obviously. And I hate Rovio for this. They should have made the entire ranking system completely different. They should have made it that if you are top damage or the best DPS in your own team, that you still gain infamy. And if you do top heals, if there are multiple healers, then you go up too. Do you perform poorly? Let's say you have below that damage. Yeah, you get snapped out of your league, you lose infamy. That's how simple. That's how it's supposed to be going. And you see, here you can see infamy determines your place on leaderboards. After each battle, you gain or lose infamy based on your performance. How does that make any sense? based on your performance. Well, it's more based on your team. Because if your team plays bad, you basically drop. No matter how good you are, no matter if you are Kiora or someone else, it doesn't give any fuck because you will just still lose infamy. And for those people that think Speeder is a bad choice in rank, you're absolutely a big fat dumbass. Speeder is one of the most broken things you can play in flipping ranked. However, do not play it in low league, please. I get nightmares from that. Makes me want to puke. Please don't. But Speeder can be an amazing choice in rank, and the reason it is an amazing choice is because let's say you have a fixer, and the enemy has a fixer too, but no Speeder. What you can do is you can infiltrate in the backlines, stun the enemy fixer. They won't have heals anymore, and with that being said, you're done for. Because that fixer is then useless, and this is a tip for the speeders. I also have, of course, some tips for the interceptors. Watch your HP when you charge in. Watch out for the mines as well, because I almost bumped into one today. It was so stupid, man. I almost thought like, oh my gosh. And yeah, I just almost died at that point, but I was fine. Let me actually show you that replay. And another tip that I give to you is analyze battles, and we are gonna do that right now, and I'm gonna tell you everything that I did wrong and right at this point. So this was an epic 1v1. The enemy had far better gear in my opinion. I was like that low rank player, you know. I was like a leader of my team. And we were also in fleet with Agent Zombie. Agent Zombie is one of my past friends on battlebay. I do remember him. He's a pretty decent player. And yeah, we had no heals, but the team had heals. So yeah, that was a bit of a problem here. Nothing wrong with playing Enforcer unranked, though I do think it's a very niche pick, but okay, whatever. You can see me playing right here, holding the front lines together and getting the first kill. Very nice. I charge out, I regain my HP, then I saw this mortar and I thought like, fuck! Losing HP, and yeah. At this point, I thought like, yeah. You can see that you gotta be very careful at what you do in ranked. Sometimes it's best to stay at long range like I do right here. So I kept sniping people with the sniper cannon and stuff like that. Then I charged here in, almost bumped into a mine, and unfortunately a shooter did that. Now there we go, we almost bumped into that mine and died. I used the walls here, and this is a tip to avoid mines. People mostly don't place the mines at walls, so that makes it a very safe spot to move towards to. Over time, my HP increased, and you can see we have a very small advantage here. And now we have a disadvantage, because we have less HP. What did this team do wrong at this point? Well, I can tell you here. That Reaper went away from the shooter, making this an easy target or this an easy target to pick. But a little did he know I was already heading there, and this is one of these mistakes that people make. Reaper, he could have ripped apart this team. He could have destroyed us. But no, he decided, oh, I can kill that separated target. I'm such a worthless human being. But nope. No, don't do that. That's stupid. And here you can see it's Interceptor versus Shooter. Is that fair? No, it's not. And especially when he hit that stupid mine, I thought like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You are losing this. And now you can see why Gatling gun is so useless. I evaded almost all these shots. I charged in with my grenade launcher. Fortunately, that grenade launcher I couldn't use, so I used the sniper and finished them off. And this is how you analyze your mistakes or the opponent's mistakes. And you discover a lot how important teammates are. And you could even see here DPS diff, massive DPS diff here. They had so much more DPS here than us. Just look at this. 8k DPS, 8k DPS, 2.8k, 2.8k, and here it was finally different because our two carried the team, but the entire other team did nothing. We were playing a part in this. I don't even understand how this person can be at this infamy with these guns, but okay. I guess that is just a terrible setup. It's torpedo spam, and that's not good. And that is how you do ranked analysis. Of course, you can't see always your mistakes, but it is certainly possible to find them with help from veteran players. One thing though, I would suggest myself to not charge in so recklessly. Because I was very low HP at that point. Yeah. But other than that, I did very well there. I did very well. So yeah, basically the thing is like I wish more people were like this and that they played like this. But you can't have everything. And I mean like another mistake that the ranked players make is like not only not paying attention to your health, but paying on other things attention as well. Like some people they forget a flanking person, and other people they like forget to heal and stuff like that. And you see the other things, the other battles that I did, those were not my mistakes, they were my team's mistakes. And this is just a perfect example of that and why I hate like these healers and stuff like that. Here I have a perfect example of why I hate people who play stupidly. This is a perfect example of stupidity in ranked. And if you do this, then I don't think you deserve that infamy. I think I think that it should have some processor in this game that analyzes your positioning and stuff like that. Okay, so we're looking at just Blaze and this person. You see, at the beginning of the game, I thought like, okay, this is a decent healer. Maybe I will friend him at the end of the battle because of how powerful his repair boxes were. And I didn't know repair box could heal this amount though. I didn't know that. Like you can see that right there. It had like 1k HP. And yeah, I was like, wow. Who thought that repair box was this strong? And you know, I just thought like, okay, this is a weird fixer, but we are winning, right? But then he charged in the front lines, and that is something you can see. And I said negative together, and he didn't follow my command. He kept staying in the front lines. You know what Nightmare League players will do? They will shoot railguns at you, and you will be dead in a second. And there you can see he hit torpedoes Or actually, I did hit. No, I didn't hit torpedoes at that point. But he hit a ton of torpedoes, took a lot of damage here. And you can just see that this person does not deserve this infamy range. I don't want to be toxic, but this is just terrible. Just look at this. You get attacked from multiple directions, and you could have just handled more damage if you didn't screw up like this. And there you can see he gets missiled again. And at these points, like, I've really tried my best to defend that speeder. And the team was wrong here as well. Because what was the other DPS doing? I was defending the fixer. But they did not defend the fixer. How stupid are you? Like, this is how I analyze battles and how I analyze these mistakes. I didn't make a single mistake in this game. I didn't make any mistake here. Except for accuracy, but that isn't really a mistake. That is something you can improve. But the DPS, I don't know what the DPS was doing, but it was not protecting the fixer. It was not protecting the fixer because they were separated. Of course, the fixer was wrong too. Both the fixers and the DPSs were wrong. Because they should have stick together to the fucking plan, and we would have won this. We could have won this because, like, we had an HP advantage at the beginning if you didn't saw that. But yeah, then this entire team fucked up, and yeah, I saw just this. I tried to, like, at least gain 1 kill, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. And you can see, like, the DPSs, they were doing okay. There was a DPS diff in our team. If you compare this to each other, like, you can just see that here 9k damage, and like here 14k, 14k, 13. You can just see the DPS diff here. It's just massive. And we could have just won this if the fixer did not be so stupid to rush in. And then you can see how one mistake can mess up an entire team. Like, if it really is dependent on your skill infamy, then I guess it does matter. And then I guess that more people would play it. But at this rate, no, it doesn't. And it doesn't determine skill. Also, what I mostly see on people when they, like, play rank is they play alone. Don't get me wrong, it's sometimes good to play alone. But on some cases, you might be better off when you take a fixer with you. Don't forget, by the way, to take a break if you are, like, furious about certain losses. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Anyways, I am going to play chess because I like that. And I'll see you guys soon enough because, like, I want some time for myself. And we will have a voting again, so make sure you vote. And it will indeed be at what you want to see next. Goodbye and have a nice day. See ya.